Hey, it is Kristina, and today I am bringing you your Zodiac reading for the Libra people. This summer, I decided to do a life purpose reading for every sign in the Zodiac, and today is Libra. And I do have some notes I'm going to read from, so I won't misinform you. So I'll just glance away every so often. But if you're Libra, you were born between September 23rd and October 22nd. Now, the Libra, typically, they're very fair people. I feel they'd be excellent social workers, or even a career in politics, could be a good fit for you if you're drawn into that. Not everything in this reading will apply to the Libra out there, but I think hopefully you can find some of this information valuable to you as you go on with your day. I feel that the Libras they're really into justice. They want a fair world to live in, a just world for everybody. Everyone can have the same opportunities, have the same options, and not one person has more than the other. Libra just wants justice, with fairness and equal. I guess I'm trying to say, they like equal. They're very tactful people. They can say something very negative but make it sound so pretty and poetic. And it's just they just have a good way of just saying things that aren't so pleasant and attractive. They make excellent leaders. They're strong leaders. I just feel like social services or politics would be a good fit for the Libra. You're very cultural. You enjoy the finer things, such as fine art, good music like classical and jazz, ballet. You like spending time in nature. You just like to enjoy life and have a good quality life, which is what we all strive for. You're really balanced. You know how to balance work, play, having fun with your career. You don't work too much, but you don't play too much either. So you just have a way to balance it all out. You're very gentle and kind. You make a really good massage therapist, or some kind of healer, or just some kind of caregiver or caretaker. A career where you're taking care of other people and making them feel better. And you're just peaceful. You like to make the peace, keep the peace, and don't try to cause conflict. The Libra is easily stressed. I feel like they get upset a little too easily, and I just think the Libra needs to just take some deep breaths and meditate sometimes, and just take a chill pill every now and then, and not let the stress get to them. But anyway, I'm going to get right into the reading and tell you the cards I pulled already for you guys. And I got Heart's Desires. And this card says, angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. So, this isn't just for Libra, it's for everybody. Just follow your goals, your true ambitions. Don't go after a career and building houses if you don't want to. I mean, do something that you enjoy doing. If you hate building things, why would you, build houses all day? It just makes no sense. So just go after with what you want to do, because it is your career, your life path, and something that you have to do for yourself, and not what other people want you to. So this card just says, just follow your own path in life, and not go on the path that other people have chosen for you. And speaking of builder, I did pick the builder card, It's not about building houses. I think it's kind of more into leadership. Like I said earlier, Libra makes really good leaders. And, if you're building something, it could be building anything, not just carpentry or a house or something. It could be, you're building a team. You're in a company where you have to like build teams and choose teams and choose who works well with so and so, and what person is good at doing that task and this task. Delegating certain people to do certain things. That's kind of like being a leader. It says your ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So I think, you can just bring people together, bring teams together, just helping other people and building them up, even if it's just, being a good listener and building up their self-esteem. Building isn't just physical. Like, you can mentally build up somebody's self-esteem or confidence, or, it's not just taking a hammer and nails, and, it's just, it could also just be mentally as well. So that's what this card says. Just kind of go with your skills. Like, you know yourself better than I do and the cards do. So just look inside yourself and know what you're able to create and build for yourself and other people. And this card is sensitivity, and it kind of goes with being easily stressed. Libra is they're a little upset easily. They get, they just get their feelings hurt, and they just want to run away and kind of go home if, things can get kind of rough. And so this card says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes. So, just meditate. If you're feeling in a situation where you're just overwhelmed, and you can't get out of that situation, you just can't, leave work early because you're stressed out. You got to stay through the day, right? So just kind of go with the flow. Just take some time out for yourself, just to take some deep breathing exercises and just meditate, and just be aware that, you're able to be a little more upset than other people that surround you. And, just let whatever is happening to stress you out, just let it blow over you. It's just temporary. It's not permanent. So just kind of go with the flow of things. That's what this card is saying. Just don't take everything so personally. And I got writing. Libras tend they don't like to be alone too much. They like to be around other people, typically. This card says you heal, inspire, teach, entertain with the words you write. If you don't like to be alone all the time, maybe this card means that you should just take some time out, an hour or two a day, just to jot down your feelings in a blog or some kind of journal, just like you take some time out for yourself. I mean, take this card as you will, as how it applies to your life. Or maybe you are very creative and you enjoy writing, and maybe you enjoy working for a newspaper or a publisher in New York City, or for a magazine. Or maybe, you don't write at all, but in that case, this card says that you should start writing more and take some time out to journal and write. I used to write all the time, but I know life just got in the way, and I got a lot of creative blocks, and I just don't feel the urge to write anymore. So, writing, just being creative, just comes and goes and flows, like an ocean. It just kind of ebbs and flows. Sometimes you feel really creative and you want to make all kinds of beautiful artwork and write lovely stories, or and other times you just don't want to be bothered with it all. So just take this card as it applies to your life and your situation, whether you should write more, or and share your work with others, or maybe you just should find a career where you can take your creative skills and use it to the best good. Only your situation and what you should do your writing skills. So, and on the same path, I got books. Goes hand in hand with writing. It says you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. The Libra, they're very intelligent people for the most part. They're very well-read. They're very analytical. They're intelligent. They can hold deep conversations. They're profound, and so maybe this card says that you should just spend some time alone, because like what I said earlier, Libras tend to be social people. They don't like to be alone a lot. They like to be around other people. And so maybe this card is telling you just to spend some time in a library or in your office or in your study and just read. Just find a good book to read and just spend some time just escaping from life, from your problems, from your stress, from whatever you got going on. Just read for a little bit, just escape. That's what books do. They help you escape from whatever you're going through. It's just like living in a pretend fantasy world sometimes. If you find a good fiction book that you enjoy, you can just really get lost forever in that book until the end. So just take this card, as you feel like it applies to you. If you need to spend more time, with books, maybe you need to spend more time studying, going back to school, or learning a trade, learning some skills, and reading, nonfiction books. See if that applies to you. How this card resonates with your life, only you know. So, but that's just what the higher self is saying, that the Libra should spend more time with books. So, and I got healer. So it says you have the spiritual gift of healing and desire to share it with others. So this goes along with the Libra not wanting to be alone. You just enjoy helping people, and you like to live in a fair world and a just world, and you want to make sure everyone's taken care of and they're happy. And I think you'd be really good social workers if that's your field, if that's what you're drawn to, where you're you're caring for people and their social, whatever they got going on, social services. I think you'd be good at policy writing, writing grants, even nursing, if you're called to do that, where you're actually physically taking care of someone, like this angel is a nurse, it looks like, or getting ready for surgery. So, if that's your thing to do, don't let anyone stop you if you feel really drawn to being a healer. If your soul is calling for that, go for it, Go pursue your passion. That's what this card is saying. Go heal, because that's what you really want to do deep in your soul, most likely. So honor those feelings that you have. And, people would appreciate you a lot more for taking care of them. And I got travel. And this is your life purpose involves traveling. I'm not really sure if this applies to Libra. I think everyone likes to travel, just escape from, the day-to-day life. It's just not just for business. Maybe it's for pleasure, just going on a vacation. Who would not want to go on a vacation, right? But I kind of feel like this card is saying that the Libra needs to just take more time for themselves, because, if you're feeling really overstressed out, if you're feeling really overwhelmed, and the Libra tends to get overwhelmed easily most of the time, maybe this card just says, just go away, even if it's just for the weekend, hop on a plane, hop on a train, a bus, whatever, just get away for a couple of days and decompress, So, it doesn't mean you gotta travel around the world and, like join the Peace Corps or whatever. That's a little extreme, but if you really want to do that, don't let me stop you. I'm not saying don't join the Peace Corps, but, like if it's just something simple, like just going away for a couple of days and then coming back, You know, I mean, you can just have a totally different frame of mind when you just leave your situation for, even if it's just 24 to 48 hours, you come back so holistic. Your mind is refreshed, your brain is recharged. You know, I went on a cruise for 4 days, and it was the fastest 4 days of my life, and it was just so relaxing. Like, it was so hard to come back to the real world after my cruise. But that's how it is when you go away and just unplug from the everyday life, you know. You come back with a whole different frame of mind just because you're able to get away. So maybe this card applies to you, Libra. Maybe you just need to get away for just a little bit. Just unplug. So, and I got this Strength card. And I think this card applies to everybody. It says everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. I mean, we've all gone through, you know, crappy times in life. Let's face it, life isn't, you know, beaches and sunshine and, you know, paradise. You know, I mean, even rich people, they have problems. There's different problems than the rest of us do. But I just think this card is saying, just find your inner strength. Like when you just fall on the ground and you just don't think you can go on anymore, that's when you need to go away, I guess, for a couple of days and travel. Now, just find your inner strength. You know, remember your purpose, why you're here. Remember, you know, your calling in life, what you want to do, and find your strength. You know, because you're probably helping people and you don't even realize it. Just by being you, just by being your authentic self, healing, helping, loving, being kind, being, you know, just helping people, it just makes such a difference to other people around you, and you probably don't even realize it. So, you know, just use that inner wisdom and your strength that you have within and power through whatever you're going through. And hopefully, you know, the clouds will go by you very fast and the sun will come out again. So that's the cards I pulled for you today, Libra. I hope you enjoyed that little reading and the insight. You know, like I said, it doesn't apply to everybody, but I hope that you can get something useful out of it, and that you find your purpose. Okay, thanks. Bye.